Hey, day 28. So, a little bit about me. I'm really sensitive, always have been. I'm an empath. I feel everything, I observe everything. I try not to take on negative energy. Very hard to do when you're an empath, especially. I had a couple experiences yesterday. First time in a long time, at least throughout this last month, first time I actually let some negative energy affect me. Not going to get into exactly what happened. It was like several things all in one day. It was interesting, my lesson. But I let it get to me. And when I went to sleep last night, I slept until about 1. Then I'm wide awake because I usually get up around that time. So, I'm up. I gotta pee. I gotta do whatever I gotta do. And I do toss and turn typically for, an hour, a couple hours if I'm not lucky. 3.5 hours. I was tossing and turning and I was pissed and I was sad and I kept rehashing why I felt so negative and why I let negativity creep into my soul. I am doing everything I can right now to preserve my sanity, my love, my strength. And Matthew has done everything. Oh, he's an angel. To contact the best doctors in the country, to talk to Europe, the hospitals in Europe, to try to get me into these clinical trials, to get me into immunotherapies, working like a dog. And in the middle of the night, I was just down and I was, like I said, I was just really on a bad, everything felt heavy, nothing felt good. And like I said, I let negative energy take over my insides. And to the point, I wasn't thinking clearly, which we all do this. It's part of life. But it really took 3.5 freaking hours of my very needed sleep time. And it left me very vulnerable and very sensitive all day. On the flip side of what I'm saying, I had the most amazing conversation with Matthew. I told him what I went through in the middle of the night, because I can be quiet and just sort of do my own thing, and then I could be in another room and just why am I feeling this way? And so he was unaware that I was feeling this way, but we had the most beautiful conversation in the morning, and I felt so reassured and like my cup runneth over with love and affection and positivity and made me feel great, and that I can do this. I can do this. And I have a lot to do it for, a lot of reasons, a lot of love. I'm going to be a grandma. I don't know how many of you may not know that, but I'm going to be a grandma. Been wanting this for a long time. There's a lot to live for. Oh my God. Okay. Then I get on my book club Zoom meeting, and my cup runneth even farther over because I was so filled with more love, good love, real love, wholehearted, tangible love. And geez, and I just keep crying today. So sensitive. So I'm so lucky. Part of me, because I'm going through this in a weird way. I don't want to go through this. But shoot. But I'm supposed to be. I've just gathered my wits here. So, dang. And I'm gonna post this too, because you gotta see the vulnerable side. It's lack of sleep too. And a friend from the ranch just texted me, and that made me tear up also, because she was saying how my horse misses me. I haven't been there for so long. I could go tomorrow. I'll have Matthew take me over there. Who knows, maybe I'll just drive myself. I drove myself today. I went to my friend's house, Lisa, because I needed to just exit the house. The cleaners came. Lucky me that I have a cleaner. But it also meant that I needed to exit, and Matthew had just left. So I'm like, oh, I miss driving anyway, and she's not far. And that was tons of love. It was fabulous. Anyway, I'm loved is where I'm going with this. I'm so freaking loved. And it's one thing to know it here, but it's another thing to really, really know it. And sometimes we have to really, really know it. And sometimes it takes, maybe it just takes a big old fat lesson like this to open up enough to let it in. To let it in. And for people to really, really want to give unconditional love. My apologies for this much of an outburst. Like I said, I'm awfully sensitive, tender sender. I am awfully both tender and sensitive today, right now. Excuse me. But it feels really good. It feels really, really good. It does. Crying is quite healing. And I'm really scared. I love you. I love you all. Shoot. I'm gonna cry again. I love you. I love me. And together, we're gonna fight this.